So stimulus checks have gone out across the US. In today's video, we're talking about stretching those dollars, getting the most for our money and what we're doing. So stay tuned. And we're back. Hey, it's Walt Marshall here with Buy and Live, where our focus is building wealth in real estate. Today's video, we're continuing our budget challenge. In the last video, we talked about the different ways to earn income. In today's video, we're talking about investing. And it's the perfect time because stimulus checks have just gone out and we're investing that money. So I want to first start off talking about like investing in myself, so I'm always learning. I'm always trying to read and just kind of, grow my knowledge base. So I read this book as a teen, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and just decided I wanted to go through it again because I remember just so much in there about, assets and liabilities. So most people think that, homes are assets. Well, that's typically not the case because homes take money out of our pockets. In most cases, like a lot of times, we end up paying more than the house. It's just like, in most cases, homes are not assets. We have been able to use foreclosed homes and increase value by making repairs and renovations and then renting them out, turning a liability into an asset. So I just wanted to reread this book again. It's been a great book, but I'm looking forward to, just finishing it. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. So I'll be able to get through that. This other book that I'm reading, another book that I plan on getting into soon is The Intelligent Investor, because I've been investing in stocks and stock options and, publicly traded companies. I go to, where the knowledge is, and, Warren Buffett, this is one of his favorite books. So I wanted to just dive in, and it's a pretty thick book, about 500 pages, about 600 pages. But I think this is going to be a good book for me, as I begin to invest more in publicly traded companies. So that's a good book there. I've heard that it's a good book. I haven't read it yet. So, and then which brings me to the topic for today: tax-free wealth. We're taxed when we spend money. We're taxed when we make money. We're taxed where we live. We're taxed when we drive our cars, vehicle registration and property taxes. We cannot get away from taxes. Taxes are one of the highest expenses that we will pay, so I want to learn about the different laws and different options that are available so I can reduce my taxes. I'm looking forward to checking out this book. All the books are listed in the description below. If you make a purchase using one of those links, I get a small portion and there's no additional cost to you. So if you do that, I really appreciate the support. Yeah. So going back to this book here, Tax-Free Wealth, we're talking about stretching our stimulus dollars. So we're putting our money in our Roth IRA and we're buying stocks and stock options. I've had some wins, I've had some losses. But I feel that I'm comfortable enough to begin trading stock options. Now, Roth IRA is it's named after a politician who passed a bill where taxpayers can invest in an individual retirement account and pay no taxes on the proceeds. So, why would someone want to trade in a Roth IRA versus a traditional Roth IRA? Or just a traditional brokerage account? Well, remember, in my last video, I talked about the different ways to make money. So when you invest in yourself and you have earned income, you're taxed. That's the highest amount for taxes. So it's like 10% up to maybe 37% tax bracket as of 2021. And if you sell something, you have you have short-term capital gains and you have long-term capital gains. And then you have passive income. So the reason I would invest in a Roth IRA is, when you purchase stock, you eventually have to sell it. You buy low and sell high. It's my goal to eventually retire early. So if I build up, X amount of dollars in a retirement account, I don't want that money to be taxed. I've already paid taxes on it. So a Roth IRA gives me the opportunity to withdraw all that money tax-free. So here are some things that I will share about a Roth IRA. So if you contribute to a Roth IRA for single individual filers, the limit, your max, you cannot make more than $140,000. If you make more than $140,000, you cannot contribute to a Roth IRA. For married couples, couples filing together, if you make more than $208,000 a year, you cannot contribute to a Roth IRA. So individuals under the age of 50 are allowed to make contributions up to $6,000. If you're 50 years or older, you can make a contribution of $7,000. All the withdrawals from a Roth IRA are tax-free if you withdraw under the certain criteria. So that means that you have to be retirement age, like 59 and a half, to withdraw that money. But here's the thing, there's a misconception. The misconception is that if I put money in this retirement account, I can't touch it. Well, that's not true. With contributions can always be withdrawn as long as you don't withdraw the profits. So if I put $6,000 into a Roth IRA, I can take out $6,000 without paying taxes. Now, if my $6,000 increases and makes maybe $10,000, I can't take out more than what I put in. So contributions, the amount that you put in, can be taken out at any time. There's also another misconception, like if your spouse does not work, she stays at home or he stays at home, you can make contributions for your spouse. And so that could give you a double amount. So if you're 50 or over, then that amount could be $14,000. Or if you're under 50, then that could be $12,000. Now this is as of 2021, and sometimes it does change, but for 2020 and 2021, the rules are still the same. And contributions can be made for the current year or the previous year up until the tax filing deadline. So I'm new at trading stock options, and I only decided to start doing this in a Roth IRA once I started looking at the potential profit that I could have when I go to close out these contracts. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about stock options because I've only been trading for 3 months. But I will add some links in the description for more videos for you to learn. But right now I'm just saying that, this video is just to share our strategy and what we're doing with the Roth IRA. So our kids are at home and my son, he's using a computer, and I walk past him and he's watching buy and live videos. And then we're at the dinner table, he's talking about buy and live, buy and live, buy and live. So next week, my son, he'll be on talking about assets and liabilities. He bugged me and begged me about doing a video. So I'm gonna let him do a video. He's been great, just being so interested in about investing and learning about just different things. He's always here kind of helping me out at the house. He's a great kid. I really love him, and he's excited about doing his own video. So I'm gonna let him do a video. So yeah, Roth IRAs are great investment tools to build wealth. Like Jim Cramer says, one of the best tools the US government has given to end poverty. So yeah, so we are putting our stimulus dollars into a Roth IRA using stocks and stock options to build wealth. Be sure to check the links below for more information. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If it was helpful, go ahead and drop me a like or drop me a comment below. And I'll see you in the next video.